Welcome back everyone. Today we are doing something very different. In this video I'm going to be predicting the Backlash card way before WrestleMania has even happened. I believe Backlash is in Tampa this year and obviously normally happens a couple weeks after WrestleMania. I believe it's like May 9th, something like that. I might be completely wrong. I'll put up the right date if I am wrong. And I've got like 6 matches based off of my WrestleMania predictions, which I will put in the description, but you don't have to watch it, but because I will explain my thought process throughout all of these matches and what I think we are sort of going to get in this Backlash card, some potential swap-ins for different people as well, and just that sort of thing, just to find some fantasy booking out there, you know, what I would do with WWE, whether that's correct or not, I have no idea, but you know, you guys can always comment on that one down below, so that's perfectly fine by me. First of all, we're gonna open the night with a banger, alright? We're getting ourselves a Fatal 4-Way, US title match Fatal 4-Way. So my thoughts here are that after WrestleMania, Trick versus Sami Zayn, I don't believe they're inputting Melo and Ilya, and I think Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn is going to end in a Trick Williams win to become champion at WrestleMania. That's a simple factor right there, I reckon. So then following that, I think at Backlash, Melo, once he's recovered his knee, the injury they're faking to keep him out of WrestleMania, Ilya's going to want involvement, Trick will be champion, willing to defend, he's got history with Melo, Sami will want to get involved, and I think we're going to have a banging match of the year contender US title match. That is exactly what I want from this Backlash to open the night. It would be a great match to have, I think, and a match I could see coming true as well. We could easily just get Melo versus Trick due to their history if Trick beats Sami, but I do have a feeling that Sami Zayn's going to be involved in this match. Don't mind that. Great wrestler, don't like the character, but yeah, this is all assuming Trick retains as champion. If not, I feel like even if Sami has the title, I think we could still get a Fatal 4-Way with any of them holding the title going into Backlash. I think it'll be a really interesting way to start it and open a really good Backlash Tampa. Next of all, we've got Rio and Bianca versus Jade, B-Fab and Michin. So Rhea Ripley, Io Sky and Bianca Belair versus Jade, Cargill, B-Fab and Michin. This 6-man tag match, you know, 3-on-3, I think is quite a likely one to happen because I don't think they're going to give us Bianca versus Jade straight away. I think Jade Cargill is going to retain her championship. Io might get involved if there's going to be no Io Sky versus Asuka match at Mania, because that's not been confirmed as of right now, as of me making this video. There is no Io Sky involvement at Mania, so I think Io Sky's involvement will be during the Rhea versus Jade match because B-Fab and Michin will certainly be involved in that sense. So I do definitely think that a good way to sort of, other than build the already pre-made history between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, this is obviously all relying on a Bianca Belair return at WrestleMania, but I do think we're going to get Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, even though there's that history between Bianca and Rhea versus Jade Cargill, B-Fab and Michin. I think that'd be a decent, and well, not decent, that'd be an amazing 6-women tag match, and yeah, it's going to be a banger, and I genuinely think they do that. And then going into either Clash in Italy or SummerSlam, we then get Jade versus Bianca for the women's world title. The next match I've got is, it's a bit of a, so this I can sub one in and I can sub one out. So I'm going to give you my first one to be subbed in here, and that will be the Usos versus the Vision in a tag team championship match. The Vision, obviously world tag team champions right now. There's a 6-man tag match at WrestleMania Night 1, and I think the Usos and LA Knight are going to come out victorious from that, and I think they're going to want their rematch for the tag team titles. What a better place to do it than on Backlash? Unless they do it the Raw after Mania, you never know, but this is my prediction for that on Backlash. Other than that one, I reckon we are, something they could cook with to make this an amazing Backlash is they give us a tag team ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I believe we could get Fraxium, MCMG, Street Profits return, because Bianca being back maybe brings back Montez, you know, and obviously the tag team champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Maybe make it a 5-pack match and have like The Miz and Kit Wilson as well involved. Just a big tag ladder match, because I'm a big tag team wrestler guy. I love these tag matches, and I think Fraxium really deserves a title there. So I think you got to get the titles on them somehow. What better way to have a big match like that if they already do the Usos versus the Vision? But I think those 2 matches can get sort of subbed in and out. I think they can go either way. The next match that I really can see happening, and I don't necessarily like it, but I can see it happening, and to be fair, it will probably still be quite good, and that is Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee. Yes, celebrity involvement, I know. But see, I'm not the hugest disgust for these sorts of celebrity involvements. I don't mind them if they're done right. Not a fan of Pat McAfee's involvement, but I like Jelly Roll's involvement. Here's the difference. I think we're going to get a situation where at Mania, Jelly Roll sort of attacks Pat McAfee, brings him out, and we get the Randy versus Cody fight, that would be phenomenal, that'd be awesome. And then this is going to lead to Randy winning the title, though, eventually in a one-on-one versus Cody. I don't know what's going to happen, whether there'll be heel turns or anything like that, but then I think this leads to a nice little Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee at Backlash. Sort of alley-oops, that sort of thing, you know. It really works out with Jelly Roll backing Cody and Pat McAfee backing Randy. What better way to do it than make it an official tag team match? The next match I have is a good old Judgment Day sort of match. So I have two options here. The first option, my personal favourite option, which would surprise probably many people if they know that I'm a Finn Balor fan, but I've got Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. So this fully bases on Roxanne Perez turning on Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. If that does not happen, this match does not happen. So for that, we'll have this mixed tag match. If Roxanne does not turn on Liv as of yet, I think we get Balor beating Dominic at Mania and then going after the IC title. Because the IC title has a big ladder match, and, you know, what better way to bring Finn back into a title picture, because he wasn't involved in that match at all. So get him involved in a nice, simple IC title match versus Penta, which would be another match of the year contender with Penta and Balor. Just let them cook in a good old singles match. That would be phenomenal. Two options for that match here. And for the main event of the night, I think this, in my opinion, can go both ways. I think Roman Reigns has got the World Heavyweight Championship. I think this will be the title that is defended at Backlash if it's on Roman Reigns' back. I'm hoping we don't get a part-time Roman. I'm hoping if we do get a part-time Roman, I hope he at least turns up for pay-per-views. You know, I really do want to see that title defended. But if they only want Roman to have a short reign, he's going to be a part-timer, and they're sort of passing the championship down. This is a great option. Roman Reigns versus Oba Femi. I am hoping Oba signs to Raw after Mania. After a huge win over Brock Lesnar, what better way to rub it in even more? Sign for the big brand. Then, I think Oba is going to confront Roman Reigns, who will probably be there on the Raw after Mania. What a banging feud this would be. Oba Femi versus Roman Reigns. That, dream match sort of thing. There's a chance this feud just happens years down the line, and this never happens, and that's fair enough. But if it does, that's my prediction for the main event match. However, I do think they can simply swap Oba Femi out and put Punk in for a rematch, because there is a potential for Usos involvement or Bloodline involvement, maybe a Zilla Fatu debut at Mania. So there could be Punk going, okay, well, you just beat me, but it was not fair. I want my rematch. Then we have a Punk versus Roman, maybe Bloodline Rules sort of match. That'd be cool, as Santi would say. But yeah, we could have a nice little match like that. So that would be another viable option, but my choice will be Roman Reigns versus Oba Femi. So yeah, that's my Backlash match card. Please tell me what you thought of my card. See if you get me into some WWE booking. Or, you know, what you think should be changed. If there's any matches you want in, whether you think people should be swapped in and out of my match. I'd be really interested to hear everyone's thoughts. Alright. Yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy Mania. This is going to be a big driver for my card, because if none of the things I want to happen at Mania, then this card means nothing. So yeah, hopefully it does. But, you know, hey, it's all a bit of fun. Alright, I'll catch you guys in a bit, and yeah, see you all later. Bye-bye.